The real reason your dog licks you, it's not just love. Your dog licks you. Maybe it's your hand when you come home. Maybe it's your face when you sit on the couch. Maybe they wake you up in the morning before your alarm ever gets the chance. And most of us smile because we think we know what it means. They love me. And yes, sometimes that is true. But licking is not just one simple behavior. In your dog's world, licking is a language. It can mean affection. It can mean curiosity. It can mean stress. It can mean, please calm down. And sometimes it can even mean something is physically wrong. The meaning changes depending on where they lick, when they lick, how often they do it, and what their body is showing at the same time. And there is one type of licking, which we'll talk about near the end, that many owners mistake for a cute habit, when it may actually be your dog asking for help. So let's slow down and understand what your dog may really be trying to say. 1. Sometimes, yes, it really is affection. Let's begin with the meaning most people already believe. Yes, dogs often lick the people they feel close to. But it's important to understand that, for dogs, licking is not exactly the same as a human kiss. It comes from something much older. When puppies are born, they enter the world helpless. They cannot see yet. They cannot hear clearly yet. They don't understand where they are. But one of the first things they feel is their mother licking them. She licks them to clean them, to stimulate their bodies, to help them breathe, to comfort them, to bring them close. Before a puppy understands anything else, licking becomes connected with warmth, care, safety, and survival. So later in life, when your dog gives you a few soft, relaxed licks while lying beside you, that behavior may come from a very deep place. Not just, I like you, but something closer to, you are safe to me. I feel close to you. I belong here with you. That is why gentle licking during calm moments often feels so tender. It isn't random. It's your dog using one of the earliest comfort signals they ever learned. 2. They are gathering information about you. Now think about what happens when you come home. You open the door and your dog rushes over. They sniff your shoes. They circle your legs. They lick your hands. To us, it looks like a happy greeting. And it is. But it is also something else. Your dog is reading you. A dog's world is built around scent, and your skin carries information like a story. Where you went, who you were near, whether you were outside, whether you handled food, whether you smell stressed, tired, or unfamiliar. Your hands especially carry a lot of information because they touch everything. Keys, phones, car doors, other people, other animals, food, objects from places your dog has never seen. So when your dog licks your hands after you've been away, they may not only be saying, I missed you. They may also be saying, where did you go? What happened while you were gone? Why do you smell different? It is part greeting, part investigation, and part reconnection. And once they've checked you over, once you smell familiar again, they often settle down. It's almost like they have updated their little emotional map of you. You left, you came back, and now they know you're really home. 3. Sometimes licking is a peace signal. This is one of the most important meanings because many owners miss it. Not every lick is happy. Sometimes, licking is your dog's gentle way of reducing tension. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to body language. They notice when your voice gets sharper, when your movements become tense, when you lean over them, when you hold them too tightly, when your face comes very close to theirs. In those moments, some dogs may lick you, and many owners think, they're being sweet. But sometimes the message is actually different. It may mean, please don't be upset. I don't want conflict. Let's keep this peaceful. In dog behavior, this is often described as an appeasement or calming signal. Dogs use small social gestures to soften situations before they become uncomfortable. A quick lick, turning the head away, lowering the body, blinking slowly, freezing for a moment, keeping the ears back. These are all quiet ways dogs try to communicate. So if your dog licks you while their body is loose, their tail is soft, and their face looks relaxed, that may be affection. But if they lick while their body is stiff, their ears are pinned back, their head is low, or they seem unsure, that lick may not mean, "I love this." It may mean, "I'm trying to stay safe." That difference matters, because when we understand that kind of licking, we stop pushing our dogs past their comfort zone, and we start listening to the smaller things they say. 4. They may be trying to calm themselves. Licking can also be a self-soothing behavior. Think about a dog who starts licking your hand when visitors arrive, or when there's loud noise in the house, or when you pick up your keys and they think you might leave, or when the routine suddenly changes and they don't understand what's coming next. In those moments, licking may not be excitement. It may be your dog trying to regulate their own emotions. Your scent is familiar. Your skin is familiar. Your presence is familiar. So when their nervous system feels unsettled, they may reach for the one thing that feels steady: you. The licking gives them something to do, something repetitive, something comforting, something connected to safety. It can become their way of saying, "I feel unsure right now. I need comfort. Can I stay close to you?" This is why some dogs lick more when they're anxious or overstimulated. The behavior helps them cope for a moment. But if it happens constantly, or if your dog cannot settle without licking, it may be a sign they need more support, more calm structure, or possibly a conversation with a vet or qualified behavior professional. Because affection and anxiety can sometimes look surprisingly similar. And your job is not just to enjoy the lick, but to understand what feeling is behind it. 5. Where your dog licks can change the meaning. Not every lick carries the same message. A lick on your face may feel very different from a lick on your hand, and to your dog, it often is. Face licking is usually more emotional and social. Dogs often lick faces during reunions, when they're excited, when they want attention, or when they feel especially connected. It can be a very direct way of engaging with you. Hand licking is often more practical. Your hands are full of smells, your dog what you touched, where you've been, and whether something interesting happened. That's why dogs may lick your fingers after you've cooked, eaten, gardened, used lotion, or pet another animal. Feet licking may be about scent too. Feet carry strong smells, especially after a long day, and dogs are often interested in them for that reason. But then there is a different kind of licking. The kind where your dog becomes unusually focused on one specific spot. The same patch of skin, the same area of your arm, the same part of your leg, again and again. This doesn't mean you should panic. Dogs are curious and many things can attract their attention. A lotion, a small cut, a sweat, a smell from outside, food residue, something new on your skin. But if the licking is targeted, persistent, and unusual for your dog, it is worth paying attention. Dogs have an incredibly powerful sense of smell, and they can notice changes in human body chemistry that we may not detect ourselves. That does not mean your dog is diagnosing you. It simply means repeated attention to one unusual area may be information. And if you notice something different about your skin, pain, swelling, irritation, or anything concerning, it is always wise to ask a medical professional. Your dog is not a doctor, but they are very, very observant. 6. Sometimes licking means something is wrong. Now let's talk about the kind of licking that many owners overlook. Because not all licking is directed at you. Some dogs lick the floor, the carpet, the couch, their paws, the air, their lips, the same object over and over again. And when it happens once in a while, it may not mean much. But when licking becomes repetitive, intense, or difficult to interrupt, it may be a sign that something else is going on. Dogs may lick excessively when they feel nauseous. They may lick when they have acid reflux. They may lick when their mouth or teeth hurt. They may lick their paws because of allergies, irritation, pain, or anxiety. They pause because of allergies, irritation, pain, or anxiety. They may lick objects because the repetitive motion gives temporary relief. And this is where owners need to be careful, because a dog licking your hand gently while relaxed is very different from a dog licking the air repeatedly, licking the same carpet spot for minutes, or licking their paws until the fur becomes stained or the skin becomes sore. One is communication, the other may be a symptom. So if your dog's licking seems obsessive, sudden, frequent, or connected with other signs like drooling, vomiting, restlessness, appetite changes, bad breath, skin redness, limping, or discomfort, don't brush it off as a strange habit. That is worth discussing with your vet, because dogs often communicate discomfort through behavior long before we realize something is wrong. They can't say, "My stomach hurts." They can't say, "My tooth is bothering me." They can't say, "My skin is itchy." So sometimes they lick, and that lick is not love, it's a signal. 7. The key is context. So how do you know what your dog's licking means? You look at the whole picture. Ask yourself, what was happening right before the licking started? Were you coming home? Were you petting them? Were they relaxed? Were they nervous? Was the room loud? Did you lean over them? Did they seem unable to stop? Then look at the body. Dog usually has soft eyes, loose muscles, natural breathing, and gentle movement. A stressed dog may have pinned ears, a stiff body, lip licking, yawning, whale eye, tucked tail, or a lowered posture. And then look at the pattern. A few gentle licks in a calm moment. That may be affection. A burst of licking when you come home. That may be greeting and information gathering. A lick when they look tense. That may be a peace signal. Licking during noise, visitors, or uncertainty. That may be self-soothing. Obsessive licking of surfaces, paws, air, or one repeated area. That may be a sign to investigate. The lick itself is only one word. The situation tells you the sentence. Your dog's tongue is not just giving kisses. It is part of how they explore the world. Part of how they connect. Part of how they calm themselves. Part of how they tell you when they feel unsure. And sometimes, part of how they show you something may be wrong. So the next time your dog licks you, don't just ask, "Is this love?" Ask a softer, better question. What are they trying to tell me right now? Because when you start seeing your dog's behavior as communication, everything changes. A lick becomes more than a cute habit. It becomes a small conversation, a moment of trust, a clue, a request, a reminder that your dog is always speaking in the only language they have. And the more carefully you listen, the closer the two of you become. So tell us in the comments, is your dog a gentle hand licker, a happy face licker, a reunion licker, or the kind of dog who acts like you are the most interesting flavor in the world? And if you want to understand the quiet, emotional language of dogs, subscribe to the Gentle Paws. Because the more we understand them, the more loved, safe, and seen they feel beside us.